In some news for the team that I'm gonna be talking about here, one of their players, which he costed around 100 million pounds to get it to the club, has reported that to people close to him that he will want to leave. He's not expecting to stay at the club of Manchester City for about to next season. So according to the rumors, Jack Grealish has told those around him that he will not expect to stay at Manchester City beyond next summer, and he has already asked his agent to search for potential clubs. That is some crazy. So that was reported by Football Insider. So I'm gonna be talking about Manchester City, where they are right now. Remember, they're second in the position when you look in the Premier League currently. So I'm gonna be talking about them. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get into the video. So hello guys, welcome back to another one. This Sam, and this is the Football Connector, and we are back again with another one. So we are going to be analyzing what has been happening in the Premier League since the beginning of the season. We have had some shockers of the starts and some of the teams we are used to seeing them always thriving in the beginning of the season. Yes, I'm talking about Liverpool, I'm talking about Chelsea Football Club. They've started at a weird rate, if we have to say it like that. They've started so wrongly, and it's weird to even think about Chelsea and Liverpool where they are right now. So Manchester City is one of the clubs that has been looking so good going forward, but looking terrible again going backwards. I know that they signed a new player. I'm still yet to get his name. Anyone tell me in the comment section. They signed a new player who I think they have discovered that they're really eager to put him into the team. It's my first time to see Pep Guardiola running a player into the first lineup when he's just been signed. In fact, it's my second time, because I think he did the same thing with Erling Haaland. Usually he eases players into the squad by putting them as substitutes and stuff like that. Like, for example, what he's doing to this other kid who he signed from Argentina. But Haaland, because of his performance before, because of what he's producing, he expects him to be in the team. And also it looks like this defender that came from Dortmund, because of course the Premier League is still new. I have come to learn that Pep Guardiola has lost his trust in Ruben Diaz. I saw it in the first game, if you remember, when they played against Liverpool in the Community Shield. Remember the Community Shield, he played with Diaz and Stones, if I remember. Then the next game that came from then, he started playing Nathan Ake and Stones, and it seems like, according to Pep Guardiola, Nathan Ake has been performing better than Diaz, and he prefers him over him. And we have been looking at what has been happening. It looks like there is that change that is happening in terms of the lineup of the defense for Manchester City. It's the new guy who has been signed from Dortmund, and Stones most of the time. And Stones has been playing position 2, putting Kyle Walker at the bench. That is new. Never really expected that, but that's what is happening. João Cancelo looks like he's now making position 3. He's easy. He's now, even though he's not really faced the real competition, but yeah, he's making the position he's, because when he faces these guys faces so much pressure, like they did against Aston Villa, like they did against Newcastle, it's easy for people to break them down backwards. They are lethal when it comes to attack, but they're so fragile when it comes to defending. In a way, it reminds me of how Liverpool plays, because they like to play this high line, but they are not able to keep up whenever they are hit on a counter attack or something like that. So I'm wondering, how will Pep Guardiola work it out, and what is he going to do? Is the new defender he sent from Dortmund gonna be the answer, or what? Because it looks like things are not really taking out the direction he wants. But in terms of midfield, just Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and Rodri look so well exciting going forward, with the strike force of course maybe Mirez, Jack Grealish, and Haaland, or whatever that he does, or Foden even, or there's a mixture of that. He has a lethal team, and a team that seems like it's not going anywhere. I know Arsenal's still on top of the league, but things can just change, because one thing I know is this: whether Arsenal drops down or what, Pep Guardiola will always be smelling back. They are back, and it's going to be putting so much pressure. So it's a matter of time before we see a change in terms of where the league has been going, and it's a matter of time before we see Pep Guardiola doing some things. But position 2, one would say that that's not exactly what we expect Man City to be when it comes to the end of the season. Things can just change around, or he might even go higher, because we know he has a team that can cause that. Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland, the bromance has been crazy. The way they've been assisting and scoring, it looks really, really crazy. And I don't know, it's just a matter of time before we see how this season goes, but it's gonna be crazy. There is an attack in this team that is lethal, but the defense is still lacking. That's why we are going to see more goals from Manchester City, but we're going to see them drop points and lose to teams that can defend properly and they can hit them on the counter attack. We see them drawing or even losing games, because I know they are capable of hurting teams. We've seen teams that can do that. Liverpool really outclassed them the last time they played with them, but maybe things can change. I don't know. Arsenal can also do that, because with the Jesus up top, he can bully the defense, but I'm wondering, can they be able to stop Haaland and De Bruyne coming forward? That is the question. Tottenham Hotspurs, this is an example of a team that we know will definitely get something when it comes to Manchester City, and also Manchester United. While I'm talking about it, beginning of October, Manchester Derby is just around the corner, so that's where we will see what I'm talking about. We will see how these games will go like, and how Manchester City will do with the strike force like of Rashford, Sancho, and what is that, the Anthony, the new guy that they signed, because we know they bring pressure. But anyway, we'll let you know how the situation goes, guys. We'll keep you updated. But what do you say about the news that Jack Grealish might be leaving Manchester City? That is crazy, right? So check this vid side. There is a video that I dropped explaining why Arsenal are the best team at this moment, and they can even go far than where they are. And click here for big match reaction on the playlist. It's been amazing, guys, to do these things. Check out the latest video that I did in that playlist of Real Madrid massacring Atletico Madrid. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Sam, your host in the Football Connect. I'm out. We'll be back again with another one. Peace. Be blessed.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.